Andy Farrell has released his Lion squad for the upcoming game against Western Force this weekend, starting off their tour of Australia. And my word, has he made a lot of changes since Australia. Apparently, I don't know whether it's tactical or if a couple players have really, really caught his eye. But obviously, we aren't seeing Maro Toje. I think this one is more tactical. We are going to be seeing Dan Sheehan as captain, which is interesting. I mean, Dan Sheehan is widely regarded as quite possibly the best hooker in world rugby, at least in my book. And yeah, looking at a lot of these players, there's been a lot of rotation. I'm actually really interested to see, and obviously we are seeing Henry Pollock at 8, which he's getting his first Lion starts, guys. Lions start. And that is so big for Henry Pollock. He must have really, really impressed Andy Farrell to be getting him that spot above all the other natural born killers in that squad in the back row. So breathe, let's take it in. Like and subscribe, guys, as always. And yeah, let's go through it. So Ellis Genge has made way for Pierre Skuman. We are seeing Dan Sheehan at 2, Tyke Furlong at 3 at tight, who is again, well known as one of the best tight head props over the past 5-10 years, quite easily. The guy is an absolute beast. This is going to be a tough front pack to have to deal with. We have Scott Cummins and Joe McCarthy coming in. We are then seeing back row. We have Ty Byrne stepping up into 6th instead of in the Australia game he partnered Maro Toje as his lock pairing, and now he's being moved to 6th. We're seeing Van der Fleer move to 7, and then Henry Pollock at 8. A lot of players making way. I think what Henry Pollock is going to bring to the game is that excitement factor, the engine. Same thing with Van der Fleer. He's just got an engine, and I think this is what Andy Farrell is really looking forward to. What he's really looking to implement is that high pressure game. He's going to be wanting to have these 3 just jackling like there's no tomorrow, putting them under intense pressure constantly, putting that 9 under constant pressure as well. And, having Henry Pollock being able to break the defensive line, just absolutely, wreck defenses as well. He's very quick. He's big. He's still got a lot more growing. He's got a lot more developing to do, but he's definitely one of those shining stars in in rugby, just in general. Never mind English rugby. So yeah, it's lovely to see Henry Pollock. He must feel so proud getting that start at 8. We are then seeing Thomas Williams and Finn Russell getting in that 9 and 10 spot. Alex Mitchell and Finn Smith making way. Now, I can definitely see this happening for Alex Mitchell. I wasn't very confident with that Argentina game. He was compared to what we know he can play. He was substandard in my books, but Thomas Williams, Finn Russell bringing a completely different edge. Obviously, Finn Russell coming off of a treble-winning season, and now looking to push on to have a very successful Lions tour as well. So I can definitely see, and then we're going to break into the backs, but I can definitely see Finn Russell's big kicking game is going to be utilized here. They're going to be making use of the likes of James Lowe and Mac Hansen. We did see a little glimpse of Mac Hansen, but really excited to see James Lowe and Hansen playing on those wings. Again, high intensity, they're quick, they love to get stuck in, and they are going to be absolute menaces to Western Force. Now, one thing that was a little bit upset to see is the center partnership. I was really hoping for the Huey Palutu partnership, but Sione Tuipulotu keeping his spot, but Gary Ringrose is going to be partnering him. I would have loved to see Hugh Jones and Tuipulotu start, but hey, Hugh Jones is on the bench, so we probably will see that partnership at some point during the game. So it's going to be interesting to see how this is going to play out. Sione Tuipulotu, we all know just how slippery he can be. That intensity that he does bring, his ball carrying skills is damn near enough. Next to no. His ability is next to none. The guy, he is, I mean, we saw the kind of fire that he put in up against that Argentina game. And if that's not enough proof to show you what quality Tuipulotu is, I don't know what is. And then we are seeing Elliot Daly moving into 15. Now, this kind of reinforces my idea that they're going to be playing a very heavy kicking, territory based game. They are going to be wanting to get that ball out into the Western Forces 22 as quickly as possible, using the sheer force of your Dan Sheehan's, your Peter Schoeman, and your Tyke Furlong, who I mean, Dan Sheehan, he's just got everything, but Schoeman and Furlong, they aren't necessarily known for their legs, so they are going to be focusing very much on those scrums. Going to have a lot of these walking mauls, and Scott Cummings and McCarthy are absolute monsters when it comes to the line out. So we can definitely expect to see very set play, dominant play, and we're going to be seeing a lot of kicking from Finn Russell, gaining that territory, using James Lowe's ability under the ball. Same thing with Mac Hansen, and then just using that to wear down Western Force, break that gain line, and then start working their way out and then pushing back in. So we're probably going to end up seeing the ball moving out to players like James Lowe very, very quickly, and then transitioning back into the centers, where they're going to get all that assistance. And, we are going to be seeing a lot of play from Finn Russell, distributing the ball, using those up and unders to really start, asserting that dominance and really pushing for territory. So, bench, it just gets better. It just gets better. Ronan Kelleher, Andrew Porter, Will Stewart, like what? What? How is Kelleher, Porter, Stewart? That's just like an entire, like, elite level front pack. That is just these three players can pretty much make it into any squad in world rugby, and they're on the bench. Ollie Chesham, Jack Conan, which I'm actually quite surprised Jack Conan isn't starting. He's probably going to be getting a little bit of time back end of the game. Um, Pollock definitely has more legs on him than what Jack Conan does, but Conan, he's just that leader. He's that elite level, 8 that he's going to get things done, and he just has that presence about him. So I'm a little bit surprised to see Conan starting on the bench, but I can definitely see why. We have Alex Mitchell, Hugh Jones, and then Marcus Smith. What what kind of bench is this? Like, all of these can make it into any club side in world rugby, and 90% of international sides in world rugby as well. And they're just on the bench. So it shows you the talent, the quality that they do have at their disposal. Um, Honestly, Argentina was always going to be a tough game. We all knew Argentina was going to be a tough game. I mean, to be able to beat South Africa, well, one of two teams to beat South Africa last year. Um, and we look at a lot of the elite level players that they do have, a lot of them playing in the top 14 Gallagher Premiership and the URC. It's madness. It's absolute madness. So they got a lot of talent, but and I'm probably going to get some smack for this, because I don't feel the Western Force is anywhere even close to the team that Argentina played. And Argentina was still missing out on a lot of players. I feel the Lions are going to just have far, far too much for them. That pressure, that kicking game, Finn Russell, if Western Force can really get under Finn Russell's skin, it's definitely going to make life very difficult for the Lions. But Finn Russell, I think he's just going to dominate the game from start to finish, and we are just going to see a forward dominant side that's just going to absolutely dominate when it comes to their scrums and mauls. We're going to see a lot of walking mauls. We're going to be seeing a lot of lineouts, and we are going to end up seeing a lot of tries. So I am giving the Lions to win by 20. I might be a bit crazy, a little bit cuckoo, but I have the Lions to win by 20. So I'm predicting Lions to get into their 30s, 32, 32, 33. And I cannot see Western Force getting above 10. Considering what they have, obviously on the day it's going to be very different, because it's just going to depend on who shows up. Who's more tactically astute? Who gets the game done? I don't know. But yeah, let me know what your thoughts are. Who do you think is going to win? So, only a few more days left. Drop your thoughts in the comment section below, and I'll catch you guys later. Bye.